welcome to another episode of the Space Opera Music Podcast, another Star Wars show, or SOMP for short. Please just call us SOMP because it's really fun to say. Thanks for joining. Thanks for joining from wherever the heck you're joining in the galaxy, the Outer Rim, wherever. Thank you for being here. My name is Ashton. I'm joined by Tim.
It's me. Hello.
What's going on, Tim?
Not much, not too much. It's a huge pleasure to be here with you again.
Yeah.
As always.
Likewise, yeah. Happy SOMP Saturday, everyone.
Yeah.
So this is a totally random tangent, but I'm just looking at my completely littered desk of like taxes I owe.
Yes.
The Galactic Senate or whatever, and the Republic.
The Emperor demand.
And like I have lightsaber hilts all over. These lightsaber hilts.
Ahsoka ones.
Yeah, these are the ones that I won a couple years ago from Luke's lightsabers with
nice.
Saber Theory. Yeah, I won a giveaway, which is I never win giveaways, but these are amazing. But the batteries are already fried in these.
Oh, that's not good.
Yeah, I'll charge them and then whenever I go to turn them on, it says battery at critical levels. And I've tried everything, dude, and it's just, yeah, they're just fried. So whenever I have extra moolah, Republic credits.
Do you want to disassemble them to actually replace them?
Yeah, so they look like this on the inside. They're gorgeous. Yeah, but yeah, I have to take these like panels out and get that.
Meditate on that.
Yeah, I have to meditate to, repair them.
Yeah.
So that's what's going on over here.
Yeah, well...
Sweet. Do you have a musical experience of the week?
I do, actually. And it's something that I'll just continue to make everyone suffer through, and it's it's not the Phantom Menace, I promise. But it's Jod Na's theme. I have more to talk about with that.
Okay.
So we'll get into it. But
all right.
yeah, how about your musical experience?
There's not too much. So as I told you last week, I am rewatching Resistance, which is, I just had to look it up, composed by Michael Tavera.
Cool.
And there's not too much to tell, but it's fun actually.
Yeah, right on.
But I'm wondering why Commander Pyre is always visiting the station in Kylo's ship.
Yeah, kind of strange.
That's odd.
Is it like not Kylo's ship at this point in the timeline, or is it?
I don't know. It's a very specific ship, so I think it's just one of them. So I don't know. Or maybe he just don't need it, and it's an important mission for the First Order too.
Yeah, that or maybe it's not Kylo's ship yet, and then
Yeah,
Kylo like sees it one day and he's like, "Oh, I need that.
I need it.
That's mine
He's
now."
going to claim it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds about a Kylo move to
Mhm.
do. I mean, you should know best of all of us, so.
Yes, I do. But well, not anymore. Before the dark times.
Before the dark times, yeah.
Yes.
But there's not
Disney secrets, everyone.
Oh,
Don't be
yeah.
quiet.
Keep your mouth shut.
Yeah. Except for that one episode of SOMP where we talked about it a lot. But
That's true. But
You
you
know.
need to find it, and then you will be rewarded.
no disintegrations though, please.
Yes.
Cool, man. Well, that's fun. I feel like every week I say, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna rewatch that, rewatch this," or "Oh, I need to rewatch that," and I just never do. I actually
Yeah.
need to, like, especially for Andor, I guess. Like, I guess that's top priority. I need to rewatch Andor
Yeah,
before.
at least, yeah, no, in April latest.
Yeah, only like 60 something days until
Uh-huh.
it's crazy.
Ooh, crazy.
Yeah.
Should we jump in on that? Our expectations for season two from a music kind of view, or should we do that later on?
Yeah, you know what? Let's talk about that. Yeah, that's a good segue.
Because from my side, there is not too much to expect because it didn't have too many strong themes in general.
Yeah,
So
lots of
this,
underscoring.
yeah, and this very specific was it changed from major to minor, I think, which is very it's in the opening titles and coming all the time will be heard again. I'm pretty sure of that.
Yeah, I think that's the one big one that I hope um is continued is, throughout all of season one, we have that, that the main theme
Mm-hmm.
kind of evolving throughout the season. And we talked about it, whenever I was rewatching it with sound finally. Um, yeah, another legend for those who are new around here. You'll have to go find that. But
Episode diggers.
yeah, the episode diggers can help you. Um, but yeah, that's something we talked about was it was kind of cool. Like overall, it's like the theme, we heard the theme clearly through the first few episodes, and then it kind of almost like disappears a little bit, or like
Mm-hmm.
it just gets really ambient
Mm-hmm.
before gaining strength again.
Mm-hmm.
Really like after the Narkina 5
Yes.
sequence, and like, oh man, like that's just so cool, and it just gets cooler and cooler. So yeah, I mean, with Andor 2 picking up where this, well, I think there's a little bit of a time gap, but in terms of the slow burn that season 1 was, like we're not just starting at square one with Andor 2.
Mm-hmm.
Like we're in the middle of this
Mm-hmm.
slow burn,
Mm-hmm.
So man, I hope that they continue to evolve that theme somehow for each episode.
Yeah, maybe it gets, the more it gets to Rogue One, it gets more like to the soundtrack of Rogue One.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
That
Like
could happen as
more,
well.
yeah, like traditional in like orchestration.
Yeah,
That could be interesting. Yeah,
because we have some time jumps for sure, and that
right.
could be a nice touch music-wise to do as well.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. Like all of a sudden we like start hearing bassoons and we're like, wait, what's going on here?
Yeah,
Huh.
we'll
That could
find
be
out,
cool.
I think.
Yeah. I
And I'm curious
think,
to find out how many episodes we're going to get again from the second season. Or is that
dude,
maybe 12, 7, 8, 9? I don't
I
know.
hope that's something that I really loved about Andor was how much how much we got, like
Yeah.
Skeleton Crew only being 8 episodes. Oh, it's such a bummer, There's like,
Mm-hmm.
I want more, and I know I shouldn't.
Or
Yeah, yeah. Um, hopefully it's 12.
yeah, I'm pretty sure that will pop up a list with the directors as well, and all the stuff we always have been
It's got to be
finding.
soon. We don't have
Yeah,
any trailers like
true.
recently.
I mean, it's at Celebration they will reveal something, and I'm pretty sure they will show people like the
Oh,
first one or two episodes,
yeah,
which
you're
is in the
you're
middle of.
going, right?
Yeah, sure. Yeah,
Oh, no, no,
I'll be
actually,
reporting. Yeah, I'm going. I
dude,
will be
yeah.
there. Yeah, yeah, sure.
Oh, so jelly. Well, at least at least we'll have Somp there through Tim, everyone.
Yes,
That is
and
so
Oscar
cool.
Isaac will be there as well.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, it's pretty
That's pretty
cool.
exciting.
Could be, be a hint for something,
Yeah, why are
someone
all
like him to
these?
bring in is not just anything to do,
Yeah, you're
you
right.
know. We'll see. And I'm
But I
going to
mean,
get mo
it's
Huh?
Japan. Like, who wouldn't want to go to Star Wars Celebration in Japan?
Yes.
Um,
I'm going to meet Momo there for the first time. It's pretty exciting as
oh,
well.
fun.
Yeah.
Man, there's so many people going. It's
Uh-huh.
just so, so cool. Yeah, you'll have
The
to,
next will be in Florida again, I'm pretty
it
sure.
has to.
Yeah, I'm pretty
It
sure.
it
At least in
has
the
to.
US somewhere.
It has to, man. We'll
Chicago
see.
or
Yeah,
Florida, Orlando.
or we'll see where the US is even at in,
Oh yeah, that's true.
in a couple of years.
without any eggs.
Yeah, that's awesome. I was gonna say something, but I'll I'll refrain.
Yeah,
Um,
let's jump to Jod again, should we?
sure, sure. Jod Na. Um, all right. So I think what I'll do is just to recap, and
Hmm.
everyone listening to this, you've probably saw like all of the videos that I posted, but I think I'll still just play them
Yeah,
anyway
do
on
it.
here, just as
You
a
did two,
recap.
right?
Yeah, I split it up into two, but
Hmm.
um, yeah, it's like 3 minutes long in
Yeah.
total, but yeah, I'll play this just to recap everything that we know about Jod's theme, and then there's like just a couple things I want to like expand upon.
Yeah,
So
sweet.
it'll be a little jarring for those listening because it'll be I'm like we're talking right now, and then the same voice will just start playing as I play this video. So what's going on?
We will be
Yeah.
jotting.
All right, everyone, let's talk about Jod Na's musical character arc throughout Skeleton Crew. You all remember me talking about the first time we meet Jod Na, and we get that beautiful cue. And how that melody, it's kind of this force theme fake out. We get this instead, right? We hear this evolve throughout the season in really sneaky ways too, like this, for example. This is supposed to be a beautiful and captivating musical front that Jod Na is displaying here, because we end up hearing this associated with Jod Na.
Wait, but if you're not really a Jedi, how'd you do that?
So we have that same opening interval that sounds like it's going to be the Force theme. But instead, of course, we get the typical Jod Na thing. But instead of going here, it goes here. Turns Jod Na's theme into something completely different. It's no longer captivating and beautiful, it's mysterious and conniving. So this particular iteration of his theme, it stays with him the rest of the season, and that's because he's starting to let his true colors show. He's getting closer to what he's focusing on, that's determining his reality. We hear this again when he's conniving with the pirate crew, and then in the strongest fashion when he's about to invade Ad-Aden. And here inside of the vault where all of the money is. Now, of course, at the end of the season, when everything is falling apart, the pirate ship is crashing, we get yet a further evolution of his theme, which sounds like this. So we get this in the melody. It's really cool because it's virtually the same shape as the conniving one. But the harmony is almost like inverted or something. Like, it's just so cool that one theme can be altered and manipulated. It evolves as we continue to understand Jod Na's character.
It's almost
Yeah.
like a redemption version of it.
Yeah, so yeah, exactly. That's kind of exactly what I wanted to get into. It's so weird because we hated Jod Na like in those last few episodes. Absolutely hated him. Like he was
Yeah.
such a douchebag to those kids, like really just scumbag.
Yep.
But we get this really beautiful theme, and like orchestration wise, it's super delicate. Like we have the flute thing, and that's played in the flutes and stuff, and like there's harp going on there, and like everything that we've talked about, we've always kind of aligned that orchestration, light woodwinds and harps with kind of like innocence and
Mm-hmm.
childlikeness, you know, and it's
Mm-hmm.
like it's just weird. Like, why is this beautiful? It's like a really pretty iteration of the conniving theme. It's like, why is that being played here whenever like I don't know. I mean, it's like why are we feeling sympathy for this
Mm-hmm. When his
scum?
plans fall apart and yeah.
Yeah, it's like, wait, are we supposed to be feeling like bad for this guy? Like,
Mm-hmm.
you know,
I mean, the show tricked us all the time
I know,
into what to think of him.
right. And so I was like, okay, yeah, like what does that mean? Because like, like I played in the thing, like for this like sad or like innocent, somber version of the conniving theme, we have a major chord going to a minor chord. So we have this,
Mm-hmm.
right? So it's a major chord going to a minor chord versus with the conniving theme, it's a minor chord going to a major chord or like more like a dominant
Dominant,
chord.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
So you have that like diminished,
More tension, yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So but this like somber one is like flipped. We have yeah, we have
Mm-hmm.
the major chord going to the sad chord and like the melody isn't as dissonant. It's
Mm-hmm.
it's not that, it's this. Just, more open and
Mm-hmm.
yeah, just I don't know, man. So yeah, so then I was like, okay, so we have that. And orchestration wise, we have flute and harp playing there,
Mm-hmm.
which
Again.
is right, which is quite interesting because in the scene where he's having the kind of like the heart to heart with Wim on the ship, and he's like, your focus determines your reality and stuff.
Yep.
And that's the first time that we get the conniving thing really,
Yep.
strongly. We get it in the flute
Yeah.
and harp.
Harp. Yeah.
And what's so cool here, let me
I like this bit very much actually, because the sound of the flute is
oh
so
yeah.
airy and so full, and then this harp accompany is so good.
Yeah, it really is, dude. And what's really cool is I noticed, I'll have this up on screen for you to
Mm-hmm.
see, but I'll try to play it for everyone listening.
Wait, but if you're not really a Jedi, how'd you do that?
So, it's a lower flute. It's not like the higher, more innocent
Mm-hmm.
sounding flute like at the end. It's like I don't know, the lower flute makes it sound like distant or kind of like
Yeah.
echoey and creepy.
Yeah. Yeah. Eerie
But
somehow.
yeah, but what's cool is that, so like with the conniving theme doing this, instead of going up like to the,
Mm-hmm.
like this whole thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Um, what's interesting is that so with the conniving theme going down at the top instead, whoops, we have that, and then in the harp we have it still ascending. So it's like
Mm-hmm.
with the harp doing this, it's just interesting to me because like the harp just having that ascending motion that the first Jod Na theme has,
Mm-hmm.
it's just interesting to me. And to me, it almost feels like there's this duality in Jod Na. Like whenever this conniving part of him is coming out, like the harp is still there. Like I don't know, like having
Mm-hmm.
it's almost like the harp could be musically the good in Jod Na, and then
Yeah,
the
the
this
stability somehow.
yeah, the stability which we see in full fashion with the beautiful theme we heard in the
Yeah.
brig,
Yeah.
with that like ascending melody, and but it's being combated with the conniving theme in the flute, which is which descends at the top.
And it's actually not pretty sure where it's going. in this conniving theme because the shape is not, you cannot guess where it's going actually.
Right. Yeah, exactly. It throws you off, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, well, it's certainly unexpected from what we had been hearing up until this
Yeah.
point, you know? And so, but then at the end, um, what we have, so at the end we still have the flutes, even though it's a little more, it's not as dissonant. We still have them descending at the top, they're
Mm-hmm.
still like going down there. But listen to the harps right here.
So
Right?
it's arpeggiated, right?
So so it's like they're playing the chord all at once
Yeah.
instead of arpeggiating it. So instead
Oh
of
yeah.
like
So I don't know the English term for ring playing it. Yeah. Okay. Mm-hmm.
I don't know what that would be. I'm just like playing it all at once,
Mm-hmm.
instead of splitting up the notes one by one. They're like they're just like playing it together. Oh shoot, yeah, there we go. I don't know the exact voicing they're playing it, but
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that way.
right.
Ring.
Right. So they're playing it all together instead of
But
yeah.
it's a little ring, little flamming.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, you're right. You're right. Yeah, like a
Yeah.
little like a yeah, okay. Yeah. Dude, you're right. So I don't know. It's as usual. It's me overthinking everything, but I don't know. It's just interesting like this particular orchestration with harp and flute, like that particular
Mm-hmm.
combination and like the function of each and like what they're doing harmonically versus the differences in like his front, like the beautiful front that he pulls versus his like conniving, thing. I don't know. So I'm
Both in
on,
pretty honest moments, actually.
that's what it feels like, right? It feels
Mm-hmm.
like super honest moments. Um, and like, when he's talking to Wim and he's displaying the force again, he's trying to give Wim like some genuine advice and
Mm-hmm.
but then also like relying on his obviously his like Jedi teachings, like your focus
Mm-hmm.
becomes your, whatever. So I don't know, man. It's just I don't know. I wish we could talk to Mick G Kino and be like, you know,
One day, dude. One day.
one day, man. Yeah. So I wanted to just talk about all of that in completely insane, unhinged form on SOMP. So that way I don't make another breakdown video of Jod Na's theme.
Yeah, that's good, man.
So yeah, just some observations, whatever.
Yeah, someone to think about. Did I actually t tell you about my dream with John Williams?
Whoa, no, he didn't.
I actually never can think of my dreams when I wake up.
Mhm.
But this one was pretty. I don't know. I was touring somehow with John Williams, and I don't know, was his driver or something. And we've been
Wow.
sitting backstage at festivals, and people came and shook hands and mistook him for Astor Piazzolla. I don't know why. And
Dude.
then people ask me who I am, if I'm like famous or something. I was just like, "No, I'm no one." And
I'm
then
Tim
yeah,
Greasebatch from Stomp.
from some, yeah, right. And that was somehow, I don't know why my mind came up with it, but it was funny to like hang out. And he was, giving advice to how to of composing, and I don't remember that much, but it was fun.
That's awesome. Maybe for maybe for the thumbnail for this episode, I'll have a picture of you driving John Williams around.
Yeah, that's good. In the the Andor Mon Mothma uh speeder.
Yes. Yeah, oh,
That's the
dude.
best. I like that one.
Yes.
And
The
I
Corvette.
I didn't know that it was actually a prop, a real prop.
Yeah, that's dope.
That's so cool. I like this one so much.
Yeah, that's such a
Really.
cool Corvette.
Yeah.
And yeah, just that whole dynamic, dude, like with her being, like her knowing that the driver is there to spy
Yeah.
and having to like talk to oh crap, Luthen.
Luthen? Luthen, yeah.
Oh, yeah, Luthen. There's like so many other like characters' names were like flooding my brain.
Time to rewatch.
Yeah, dude, but like I think my favorite and maybe honestly one of my all-time favorite ships like in all of Star Wars is Luthen's ship.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
I love his ship, dude. Like even
With
like
his
his
autopilot thing going
yeah, the
on, all the
autopilot
lasers.
droid. Yeah, like oh man, like the look of it, the sounds.
Mm-hmm.
I just really enjoy his ship. Yeah, it'd be cool to
It's
get
a cool
a
ship.
Lego of that.
Yeah, true. I know it might show up again.
Yeah.
My one of my all-time favorite ships is actually the Razor Crest.
Yeah, mine too. I really need the Lego for that.
Yeah, I need the UCS one, but yeah,
I know, but also money.
I have the small one. Yeah, but also money. Yeah, but yeah, after Japan.
Yes. Yeah. They speaking of like music and expectations with the Mando and Grogu movie,
Mm-hmm.
do we know, did we get, I know we've speculated, but did we get any confirmation about who the composer is for that yet?
I don't know. I should Google it right now.
Yeah. I don't know. I have thoughts. I'm just like really curious how they're gonna what they're gonna do for that.
I'm
Uh,
not sure if it's Ludwig again or if it's Joseph Shirley again.
yeah,
It's
I
not confirmed, I think.
not confirmed. Okay. Well, yeah, we'll keep our eyes out for that. I'd be happy if it was Joseph Shirley again. Like he crushed it.
Yeah. I'm yeah, I'm pretty sure it's a whole gang working on it, you know.
Yeah, that would make sense too. Yeah. That's pretty
But
typical, with like commercial things, just you have a whole team of composers and stuff. And
and orchestrators and as it always has been.
yeah, yeah, for sure. Like a whole team of like copyists and orchestrators and
Yeah.
stuff. That's always been a thing, like, even for John Williams scores,
Yeah, sure.
through the years. So,
Shout out to Herb Spencer
oh,
again.
dude, where seriously, like, it's so fascinating to me that, like of all of the, rightfully so, like all of the like legend and like everything that we attribute to John Williams, like we almost have as much to attribute to his orchestrators.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, because like some of these specific sounds and things, like, obviously in collaboration with John Williams, but like some of these
Yep.
specific sounds would be virtually should be just completely different, or maybe like they just like wouldn't sound as right, like we've talked
Mm-hmm.
about some of the super out John Williams cues, like especially in my favorite movie of all time, The Phantom Menace.
Mm-hmm.
And just like, but it works, because of the orchestration and
Yep.
yeah, just stupid, disgusting harmony sounding so just wicked. It's orchestration, man. So that's a fascinating world.
Yeah, next year will the film come out, right?
For
Yeah.
Mando, and yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, I think so. Yeah, 26.
So maybe in the next few months we will have a confirmation for a composer.
It's got to be soon, right? Like
Yeah.
you got to give
They're in
people.
post
Yeah,
already out
yeah,
right
they're
now.
already in post. Yeah, which is amazing that it just takes so long, like that's so
Mm-hmm.
cool.
True.
Love that. But yeah, I mean they've got to someone's got to already be working on the music. They have to
Yeah,
be.
for
I
sure.
don't know. Unless I mean, we all know it's possible to score a feature film in a month, thanks Michael Giacchino with Rogue One.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
But don't do that also.
Don't come up with a knockoff of the main theme.
Yeah. What
I hate
happens
that
when
part
you're
so
under
much, man.
what happens when you're under pressure?
Ah, ding 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 ding.
Oh man. Yeah.
Yeah,
Good stuff.
good stuff.
Ah,
Sweet.
dude, that's we could do a whole other episode on like what does the music sound like for the original Rogue One before the reshoots, before they canned
Oh
everything and had
yeah.
Michael Giacchino, right? Like, because that score was done.
By whom? By my...
I forget who, but
Oh,
it was complete. So like,
dude, must
it's
be in any archive.
right. Like because Rogue One was originally like apparently a lot darker and stuff, and like I want to, dude, I just yeah, I want to hear the score that accompanied that.
Yeah.
Um, let's see if I can find who it was. I'll have to do some digging on that,
Hmm.
but yeah, like that's who it was. I just found it. It was Alexander Desplat. I'm totally
Oh,
butchering. Yeah,
oh, okay.
dude, that's crazy. Yeah, so he's the one. Sorry for butchering his name. He's the one who did the Deathly Hallows. That's
Yeah,
that's what I know him from.
and he has written some beautiful piano music as well.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So
Oh,
yeah,
interesting.
I know. And apparently, like it was complete. So yeah, would love to know the lore on that. Maybe we can dig in and chat about that next week. Same thing with um, the Star Wars Episode 9 and
Oh,
Colin
really?
Trevorrow's. Yeah, Colin
Oh, the
Trevorrow's.
script.
Yeah, like who were
Hmm.
they? Because like that, we see the concept art from that and how that was going to look, and it just makes me wonder, like, who are they considering? Did they have someone pinned for the music? Like with John Williams. I mean, like were they going a totally different direction with that?
I
You
think
know,
I don't.
like
To
I don't
kick off the
know.
maestro? No, 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 no.
Well, no, 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 not that. But yeah, I guess why would they have someone collaborate with John Williams, right? But
Yes.
like a passing the torch moment. I feel like
Hmm.
I was reading about
Oh, yeah.
that,
Okay.
like originally, like have someone like work with John Williams and like kind of pass the torch on. But I don't know.
They're
I'll
still
have to.
trying to figure that out. Who it could be?
Yeah, well, and I think the way that they're doing it now is how it should be. Like, let's not
Yeah.
have just one, because who can do that? Who can actually fill John Williams' shoes, like permanently?
No one should copy him. And actually, as long as we don't have any like episode 10 movies, it's not necessary because we're all
Exactly.
experimenting with genres, with everything. And
Yes. And that I think that's where Star Wars is at now. And like it's going really well. Like we're
yeah,
getting a lot of cool, a lot of diverse, like new sounds and just like the galaxy has like so many different, you know, biomes and
yep.
species and things. Like it's just yeah, it just makes Star Wars feel even more alive than it already did. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I guess it will be kind of weird for like Rey's movie. It's like we're dealing with legacy characters at this point.
Hmm.
It will be weird if John Williams does not score for that, but
Yeah, but
I think he's done.
a theme will appear
It has to, right?
anyways. Anyways, it's tied to her.
But who's going to do that if it's not John Williams?
Huge tag team.
I, yeah, I mean, that would be cool. I think it would be really cool if, because like Gordy Hobb and Stephen Barton, who did, the Jedi Survivor games and stuff, like, they do a great job of sticking with that sound.
Hmm.
And they haven't been on a feature film yet, or a
Yeah,
TV show yet. So, if they're saving the slot maybe for them, like that, they would be great to fill in those shoes.
yeah.
Um,
Michael Abels.
Michael Abels, like obviously crushed it, and Mick
Uh,
Giacchino, crushed it. Like, I don't know.
we will find out soon enough.
Yeah. Well, guess that's it today,
Yeah.
everyone. Yeah, pretty soon we'll have to figure out some guests to bring on,
Hmm.
or bring back on, and
Hmm.
have some like longer episodes where we just kind of yeah, just kind of like banter back and forth. But yeah, recently we've been kind of having shorter episodes, but it's been fun. But it's also been
Yeah.
busy, so we haven't been able to like keep going. But yeah, everyone, thanks for joining. And yeah, as usual, we'll have, like all of our links in the description. Um, yeah, tag us, follow
Send
us
us
if
your
you aren't already.
thoughts.
Yeah,
Yep.
send us your thoughts. Buy us a coffee. And yeah, may
Take
the
care,
force be with you.
everyone.
Good.
Good.
Next week. Next week.
Yes.